But what a night. What a night for Everton. A huge result, Jason. Unbelievable. Man sent off. For me, is a red card. You don't think it is?
I don't think it is, no, but that's thankfully for Everton, it's irrelevant. I mean, honestly, this is the game that we love, and only in football can you get something like that, where a side is in the verge of going into the bottom three, only out of the bottom three by goal difference.
Yeah.
Their performances and confidence couldn't get any lower. They go down to 10 men against a side, actually, it's been in decent form of late. And somehow, against Newcastle, they managed to get 3 points after this 15, 16, 17 minutes of injury time. Oh, I mean, unbelievable football. I mean, what it wasn't particularly great on quality, but my God, credit to Everton. They hung in there. They defended incredibly well. Newcastle started like a train. I mean, Newcastle started really well.
Yeah, they did.
But I thought I don't think it's a red card. I think Alan is desperately unlucky.
I think it's a red.
You do. I know.
It's a red.
You and I
it's
have
late.
had that.
It's horrible. It's cynical. It's high.
I don't think that.
It's a stupid tackle.
It's a
to
stupid
make.
tackle. I don't think VAR's got to get involved. The referee's he's got a good view of it.
Get involved.
I don't think VAR. Personally, I don't think. I think it's an orange. As soon as VAR gets involved, it's an orange
There's no
card.
such thing as an orange.
That's what I mean. It's orange. It's not a yellow. It's not a red. It's somewhere in between.
But it's above a yellow, so it's a red.
But it's below a red.
If it's above a yellow, it's a red.
But if it's below a red, it's a yellow. That's why it's orange.
Everton. I mean, Frank Lampard. He was in an out-of-body experience when that goal went in from Iwobi.
Yeah, all Everton fans would have been. You didn't see it. You thought the best that Everton could get at that particular point was going to be a point. Didn't you think a draw? Yeah. I'll take a draw now. Yeah. And somehow, I mean, that's two late goals Newcastle conceded. One against Chelsea at the weekend. Tonight here, they've dropped some points there. Now, they're not out of it. They're not going to go down. Mathematically, they're not out of it. But he's got them. They're a hard team to beat right now, Newcastle. He's got them playing. They're well organised. They're pretty disciplined defensively. But that goal, to concede the way they did, for Iwobi to have gone through the way that he did, brilliant setup from Calvert-Lewin. It's a really nice finish. He'll be gutted about that, Hal. Absolutely gutted. To have a man advantage and to go into, the 99th minute and to concede, that's a poor goal as far as they're concerned. But look, I'm pleased for Everton. I'm pleased for Frank. And that's a massive, massive 3 points.
Right, let's go to the lines. Let's go to Billy, who is a Newcastle fan. Billy, good evening.
All right, Billy.
All right, lads.
All right, Bill.
Yeah, I just think that I watched that game tonight, and Everton are a complete hatchet job from start to finish. All they did the entire game was try and break up the play. That's all they did. The only thing they did in the entire 140 minutes was that one bit from Iwobi, which was fair enough. But all they did was try and break up the play. They're not going to go down now because the bottom three now is the bottom three that'll go down. But they are the worst team I've ever seen play in the Premier League. They were absolutely pathetic tonight.
I know, mate. You look pretty bad in the start of the season.
I mean, you lost the game, Bill.
Well, I did watch it, but we weren't great. But the thing is, though, we're lacking a striker. If we had had a decent striker on the pitch tonight, fair play, we've got Chris Wood. But if Callum Wilson had been playing tonight, we would have won that game probably 2-3-1. Do you know what I mean?
I think you're getting a little bit above board here now, Bill. You know, you've come from out of nowhere, really. You were bottom of the league, Newcastle. You've brought it out. Fair play to you. You've been playing well. But let's not get above station and start calling Everton shocking, because you've been shocking as well for long parts of this season. And tonight, you got beat. You got beat by Everton.
Yeah, under Steve Bruce, we were shocking. But we're playing well now under Eddie Howe because he's actually got a tactical system, a formation, and he's got the players believing in themselves.
It's a bad game to lose that one, Bill.
It is.
It's a bad game because you have the man advantage, and you're a better team. I saw you at the weekend. You know, really, you deserved at least a point out of both games, and you come away with nothing. And tonight,
but I sensed the goal coming because it was obvious that. Because as soon as that idiot chained himself to the goalpost, it gave them that sort of rest that they needed, the break and play that they needed. The fans got behind the team again, and you know that's by the by that. But the goal was coming, and then Lampard, he's going on like he's won the Champions League final.
Come on, Bill! When you're in them moments, to
be fair, he has won it.
Yeah, he has won it. He has won it. But when you're in them moments, Bill, come on, as a fan, as a player, as a manager,
come on. There was loads of needle in that game. There was loads of needle. Everton fans have actually criticised the referee. They booed him off. he actually gave them so many favours. Look, the elbow Dan Burn was Richarlison who elbowed Dan Burn. It's the second time in 2 games that's happened, by the way. You can't just keep blaming it on his height, can you? Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean? Who elbowed him?
Going for him.
Wait,
Richarlison,
did
maybe.
he? Did he elbow him?
Yeah.
I don't know. Go on.
Yeah, at the start of the second half, he elbowed him.
Did you watch the game, James?
And then Richarlison, he's going down. I mean, he wasn't even touching, he was going down. And then I complained about that red card. It was the most blatant red card.
It's soft. It's soft. I think it's a soft red card, Bill, to be honest with you, mate. I think it is.
He deliberately took the man, and he was off the ground when he challenged him.
Yeah, but I don't think VAR needs to get involved.
It's a red, Jason. It's a red.
It's a red because the referee's giving it, but I don't.
They're losing for 3 games now, right? Did they lose him
serious
for 3
foul
games?
play? Yeah, he's gone off for serious foul play.
Like, we weren't great tonight, but I mean, Everton will stay up now. There's the bottom 3 or the bottom 3 that'll go down. But
all right, Bill. Bill, go on.
I don't think that, like, they're going to go on a run now. If they play like that for the rest of the season, they're going to lose every game. It's as simple as that.
Wow. All right, Bill, thanks for your call. Keep them coming in. Let's go to the London Stadium. It's half-time. Me and Abraham.
Sorry.
West Ham 1, Sevilla 0, 1-1 on aggregate with 15 minutes away from a penalty shootout to decide who reaches the quarter-finals. Souček with West Ham's best chance in extra time so far. They have had a booking, a rather surprising one. Kevin Nolan, so mild-mannered normally, got booked on the sidelines for something he said to the 4th official. West Ham 1, Sevilla 0, 1-1 on aggregate. Second period of extra time about to start.
Yeah, thanks, Moose. We'll keep going back to them. It's a big night, that, for West Ham. I'm sure they're going to be waiting in the wings to get on the phone as soon as that game finishes. Hopefully, I want to see West Ham go through.
I'd like to see West Ham go through. I mean, as long as they don't win it, that is, of course. What are you laughing at?
Well, I mean, that's not like you.
No, because I'd like to see them go through. I'd like to see how far they get, West Ham. I don't want them winning it. Of course I don't. You know? Do you want West Ham to win the Europa League? I can't believe you're thinking about it. Yeah, no. There you go. Right, you just engage the brain.
Let's go to Rob, who's an Everton fan. Rob, good evening.
Good evening, chaps. How are we? I'm a little bit hoarse after that one.
Well done, Rob. Congratulations, mate. Massive.
Oh, I tell you, that was unbelievable. It definitely wasn't the greatest footballing game.
No.
Wasn't a red card. Definitely not. We saw it on the big screens afterwards. It was a bad challenge. Yellow card, definitely. There was no malice in it. He was a bit late. Shouldn't have been sent off. And then we should have had a penalty as well.
Rob, we've watched it. We've watched it. It's not a pen on Anthony Gordon. By the way, I thought he was absolutely fantastic tonight. He is a top player.
And then Frank Lampard gets indoctrinated into the Goodison Hall of Fame tonight. A night under the floodlights, and he breaks his hand celebrating. What a man he is.
Is that what? Is this breaking news?
He's broke his hand.
Broken his hand. Oh, come on, guys. Don't tell me that we're telling you this on the M62 going home.
Listen. No, we don't know this. How do you know this?
Everton has put it onto Twitter.
Oh, this is great news. Go on, do breaking news for Rob.
Good breaking news. You go.
Do this for Rob.
Come on.
I'm doing...
we can't find it. What's going on here? What's going on here? You can start playing duck noises. Here we go.
Breaking news.
I've just put on Twitter Frank Lampard's hand. Oh dear, I can't read that one out. It does say here, absolutely right, Rob. It says here, Frank Lampard broke his hand celebrating. Hold on, I can't.
No, he hasn't.
No. Yeah, he's broken his hand.
New hand of God.
Yeah, apparently he's broken his hand. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Well, maybe he did go a little bit OTT then.
Right, I've punched things. I've booted chairs.
Have you?
Yeah, I've done all sorts, mate. I know exactly what's happening.
It's a great. I mean, look, Rob, just on it now. It gives you a little bit of breathing space from Watford and Burnley.
Yeah, I've still got a long way to go.
It's a long way to go, right? A long way to go.
It was one of those. It was one of the games in hand that we had, and we had to win it, and we did, and we got the 3 points. I tell you, the atmosphere in Goodison Park was electric, and it was amazing.
Rob, give me a summary of what you felt like in that moment when Iwobi puts that ball in the back of the net, of all the pain that you've gone through this season. How did that feel? Because it must have been incredible.
It's just sheer ecstasy. And then you see Richarlison running from the subs bench all the way round and jumping on the team. That man's Everton through and through. You know, you get Alex Iwobi delivering smiles from EF to C tonight. What an amazing boy he is.
Rob, thanks for your call. Absolutely brilliant. Let's go to James, who's an Everton fan. James, good evening.
Evening, guys. All right.
Yeah, good.
Evening, Jimbo.
I just wanted to say about that Newcastle fan, I have no idea what he's watching. Because one, Craig Parson couldn't have been. He could have had a black and white shirt on tonight. It was that poor, and his linesman, don't get me started on him. He doesn't have to use his flag. But I just wanted to say, what an amazing performance.
Well, it was an amazing performance. It was an okay performance. They got the result.
Right. But when they went down to 10 men, they were solid. Yeah. They actually pressured more, which I was so pleased about. They actually went for it, and look, they get the result.
James, you know what, right? You actually make a good point. When they went down to 10 men, is actually how I expect Everton to play when they've got 11 men. You know, solid, compact, try and hit teams on the break and win games like that, and don't concede. But I feel like we're watching Everton with Lampard at the minute. You're still really open. You know, if Newcastle were poor tonight, a good side, I think, would have put you to the sword a little bit.
Oh, I agree. But Newcastle aren't a good side. Let's just get one thing straight. Newcastle are on a good run, but Newcastle are not a good side.
Yeah, they've got a certain. They've improved no end, James, compared to what they were.
They've improved from a very, 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 very poor side. Yeah, that's not improved a lot. From tonight, they weren't very good.
Well, do you know, they'll be disappointed because they shouldn't have lost that game tonight. Of course. No, you're right, and they lost. And listen, you're absolutely right. And what happened at the weekend again? They shouldn't have lost it. They are a side that are becoming hard to beat, very organised. They play five across the back when they sit deep. The midfield gets packed. This is a difficult side to break down. Yeah. And actually, I thought first 20 minutes, I thought Newcastle. It looked like they were going to score. As soon as the first goal comes, you think you fear for Everton. But credit to Everton, because you're absolutely right, James. Going down to 10 men, you defended incredibly well, and still get the winner. I mean,
can I just give a shout out to Ben Godfrey?
Go on, mate.
Ben Godfrey was literally amazing. For me, best defender, without a doubt. We've all criticised Michael Keane in the past, but I thought he was phenomenal.
Are you staying up then, Jimbo? Is that it? You up?
Are we staying up? Of course we're staying up. We're going to finish 12th, Jason.
Oh. Well, I'm pleased for you, James, because obviously I've got, I know Joe Edwards really, really well. Frank, of course. Clem. Friends. And I'd like to. Ashley Cole is there as well. You know, there's a little bit of a Chelsea connection.
Well, can I just say, if Frank Lampard broke his hand, I think I broke my cheekbone. It's killing.
Well, it says on the Everton their official Twitter, Frank Lampard says he broke his hand in the celebrations. Wow. Speedy recovery gaffer. So that's what it says.
Well,
but also on Sunday, that should give us a lot of confidence going down to Crystal Palace as well.
Yeah, absolutely. James, thanks for your call. Keep them coming in. 03717 22 33 44.